I have a joke for you. Okay. There's these two math books. One math book looked at the other math book and said to him, "You think you got a lot of problems?" No? Okay, I'll work on it. Okay. Hey, welcome back, 8th graders. Get out a pencil, a piece of paper. Hope you guys are ready to take a little bit of notes. Today's topic is called the math properties. Math properties. So write these 5 properties down. Write these 5 properties down. Hey, what is a property? I mean, what really is a property? Well, if you look it up in like a math textbook, it says something like a mathematical property is this rule that's always followed when working in a mathematical situation. What? I know. Okay, so anyway, it just means something that you just know that happens. No matter what example, it's going to happen. Do you know the outcome? Okay, so let me just show you what I'm talking about. All right. You have known about the identity property probably since you were 4 years old. Anything plus 0 is itself. Just like anything times 1 is itself. You've known about that property, okay? You might not have known it's called identity, but you've known like 5 times 1 is 5. And 0 plus 1,023 is 1,023. Yeah, you don't have to do any math, okay? So identity property, you just keep yourself. You don't need to discuss that any further. You've known about the property 0. Anything times 1, or anything multiplied by 0 is 0. You've known about that. Any 0 divided by any number is 0. You've known about that too, okay? So, I mean, what did I put here? Yeah, I mean, you don't need to write that down, okay? That's why I don't have a star next to it. You've known this. You've known this, okay? Commutative property. Now, this one you've known. You've always known, right? Commutative property, see the definition. I mean, when you look at this looks technical. A plus B equals B plus A, okay? Well, I think I get that. Or it says A times B equals B times A. Okay, I think I get that. And then when you look at the definition, I mean, changing the order of add-ins or factors does not change the sum. Okay, that kind of makes it a little more confusing. But all it means is, and you guys have known this, is that if you say 5 plus 8, that's the same thing as saying 8 plus 5. 5 plus 8, 13. 8 plus 5, 13. You don't need to do like any more math. You just know if 5 plus 8 is 13, then 8 plus 5 is 13. Likewise, if you say 9 times 6 is 54, then 6 times 9 is 54. You don't need to do, I mean, it's just changing the order of factors, which means numbers in a multiplication problem, or changing the order of add-ins, which just means number and addition problem, does not change the outcome. Good. You've known this. You've known this. I know you have. Okay. So, we're not going to write that down. The associative property. You've probably known this property. So here it just says, here's like A plus B. The grouping of A plus B plus C can be changed to the grouping of B plus C plus A. So they changed the grouping. Here, the grouping of A times B times C can be changed to the grouping of B times C times A. I think I said that right. Okay. You know, and so this is the definition to that. Changing the grouping does not change the outcome. So again, you probably have known this. 7 plus 12 plus 3, well, you can change that to 3 plus 7 plus 12. And a lot of you guys would do that. If I gave you those 3 numbers to add right now, a lot of you guys would group these 2 together first. Why? Because it makes 10. And adding numbers to 10 is easy. Yes. Okay. So same thing here. If I gave you this problem, I said, hey, multiply 18 times 6, then times 3. Most of you guys would change and do 6 times 3 first. Why? Because you already know 6 times 3. So you only have to do 1 multiplication problem here. Whereas here, you probably would do 2. You'd work out 18 times 6, and then you would work out 18 times, or whatever that amount was, times 3. Okay. So the associative property says changing what's been grouped does not change the outcome. This only works for addition and multiplication. Associative and commutative only works for addition and multiplication. Nobody in here would say this. Nobody in here would say 9 minus 7 equals 7 minus 9. You don't get the same answer. Okay, so it doesn't work for subtraction, it doesn't work for division, but it does work for addition and multiplication, yes. Okay, let's move on. This is the one that's a little tricky. This is the one you might not have known, distributive property, okay? So let's just discuss this one. I've got about 5 minutes left, okay. So the distributive property, it's got some big words in here, things that I have even trouble explaining, okay? But it just says, hey, you can take one factor and break into 2 parts where its sum is still the same factor and multiply it to the other factor. And I know, I'm already lost myself too. So this is what it means, okay? So you see 9 times 14? See 9 times 14? I mean, you could literally work out 9 times 14. Look, I just did the commutative property because I changed the order, 14 times 9. And then you can work it out and you get 36, carry my 3, and you get 126 because 9 times 1, that's the identity property, plus 3, 12. Okay. But you could also break this up into parts. You can change 14, you can change 14 to 10 and 4, right? Because 10 and 4 is 14. And then you could do 9 times 10, 9 times 10, and then you could do 9 times 4, and you add those two, and you still get the same amount. You still get the same amount. So distributive just means you're taking one factor, you're breaking it up into parts, but the sum or even the difference is still the same. For example, here's what I'm saying here, okay? Like I see sometimes students will do this. See that 98 times 8? Well, they take the 98 and they break it into 2 parts. But this time it's subtraction. They break it to 100 and then 2. Well, the difference is still 98. So they do 100 times 8. Well, that's 800. You could do that in your head. And they do 2 times 8. Well, that's 16. And then some of you guys can do this in your head. You can subtract 16 from 800 and you get 784. And that's the answer. 98 times 8 is 784. Okay. So these are all the properties. We talked about 5. So here's what I want you to do. Now it's note time. I know. I talk. So just take some notes on these properties. Boom, 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 boom. So write this stuff down. Press pause. I know. You're mad at me. But go ahead, press pause, and take all these notes, okay? Thank you. All right. Well, welcome back. Hope you took those notes. Probably took you about 5 minutes to do. All right, let's move on. So hey, I want you to name, this is a practice problem, so press start. I'm going to work this out. You tell me the property that I use. So see the problem? See the problem? So I'm going to do this. You name the property that I used. Did I do that right? 27. Actually, there's actually 2 properties in there that I did use. So write one of those properties down, okay? All right. Next one. See again, name this property. Which property am I going to use here? 39 times 8. Let's see. 39 times 8. Ooh. What property did I use there? Name that property, okay? And this one, name this property. Okay? What property did I use there? Okay, and this one. I think that's right as far as the math. 8, 36, 15. And name the property I use. Ooh, name the property I use there. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a great time. Let me see. What else do we have on here? Oh, did you guys see that? All right. Things keep popping up on my camera. Like that time was like low power mode. So, okay. Hope you guys still have all this. And the last thing, problem of the day. Okay, so problem of the day. So, hey, here's what I want you guys to do. Just remember, do this on a separate sheet of paper. We are going to get points for this. And the problem of the day says this. lists all the natural numbers less than 50 that have exactly 3 factors. Now, if you don't know what natural numbers are, it's okay. It's okay if you don't know. But guess what? I'm not going to tell you. Look it up. What are natural numbers? And then solve this problem. Okay? You've got Google. I mean, easy. You got Siri. I know, you use Siri. Okay. So go ahead. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video tutorial, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.